Welcome to Patrick Henry High School, home of the Patriots, where Young Life started right here in Roanoke City 30 years ago, with the one goal of sharing Christ with teenagers. Don't get me wrong, Young Life didn't start here. It started in 1941, and since then is worldwide. But in Roanoke City, we're involved at Patrick Henry High School and starting work at James Madison and Woodrow Wilson Middle Schools. So come along, let's take a tour of Young Life. The first group of folks you need to meet are our Young Life leaders. Our leaders are all adults, college-aged and older, who have committed themselves to leading at one of the local high schools or middle schools. Every school we're in, we have a team of adults who are there to build relationships with kids. These are your Young Life leaders.
First time I met Josh Timke was my junior year, and it was in the front of PH, and he came in at the beginning of school with Cody, and we were introduced to each other, and he seemed like a cool dude, and I'm glad that he came to PH, and it's been a cool walking with him, with Jesus. First time I met Josh, 8th grade year, first JV lacrosse practice, scared the heck out of me. Thought he was going to be insane and scary and mean, but he ended up being pretty cool. And from then on, relationships grown for sure. Now we're tight.
So the first time I met the boy Josh Timke, back 10th grade, sometime before winter break. It was a completely different world for me. You know, I looked completely different, had long hair. And when I first met him, I was with CJ in the front, Patrick Henry High School. And he seemed like a cool dude when I met him. And that's exactly what he is, cool dude.
And 400. But seriously, if you're interested in checking out what Young Life is all about, you should just take a look at a local high school football game. Now, at every football game, there is a very clear division. You have the adult section, angrily complaining about the referees, and the student section, full of kids who have been itching to get their weekend started. If you look closely at the student section, you might find someone who doesn't belong. Someone who looks curiously too old to be a high school student. When you see that person, the odds are they're a Young Life leader. You might be asking yourself, why are Young Life leaders so eager to get back to high school events? Well, it's because we don't just want to talk about how much God loves us. It's our goal to demonstrate that love and to take interest in kids' lives and show up when others don't. It's not just football games that Young Life leaders go to. It's band concerts, volleyball games, plays, shows, it's pops on a Friday night, you name it. Anywhere you can find kids, a Young Life leader is not far off. Now, spending time with kids might be the most important thing that we do, but it's not the only thing that we do. In Young Life, we've got 2 weekly meetings. The first of those weekly meetings is Campaigners. Let's take a look. Campaigners is a place where kids can come and learn more about who God is, what it means to have a relationship with Him, and how that impacts the way we live and treat other people.
For me personally, Campaigners is just a time where I can be filled before I go out and fill other girls. It's a really fun opportunity to get to worship with some of my friends and to learn more about the God that I try to go out and talk to other people about.
Campaigners is a place where we all get together and dive deeper into the message we hear in club.
It was just great to be a part of something that was just so much bigger than myself. And
getting to experience kids at the end of the week say that they decided to give their life to Christ. It was like the most fulfilling thing ever.
The second weekly meeting is club, and I really think you're gonna like it. Young Life leaders provide a place where campaigners can bring their friends to have fun, be welcomed, and to hear about Jesus.
To me, Young Life means just getting together with my friends and just hanging out with people who I'm comfortable around.
My first club, Jimmy Butler brought me to it, and I remember being really nervous. Then we played a leapfrog, and I got real personal with everyone. It was real fun. So, yeah.
My favorite part about club is the skits. Everybody gets really super excited about it. There's usually just a few people involved in them. They're absolutely hilarious. Everyone starts cracking up. I mean, Josh is dressed up in tutus and crazy costume before, and it's the best part ever. And everybody gets great laughs before we delve into the more serious getting closer to Christ.
Club to me is just somewhere I can go and have fun and act stupid with my friends, and I don't have to worry about getting in trouble for it. Because in high school it's really easy to get into the wrong crowd, and I know all these people are here for the same reason I am. Just want to have fun.
My first Young Life club was my freshman year, and it was just crazy. There was so much energy in the room, and just so many kids getting buck wild around, and I loved it.
First club, I had to make lemonade in my mouth, and then Joycelyn had to drink it. So that was a little bit weird, but I liked it a lot.
At the end of the night, one of the leaders will get up and talk about Jesus in the most simple and attractive way. We talk about how Jesus is the visible expression of the invisible God, and how God shows his love for us so clearly through the person of Jesus. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how Young Life works all over the city of Roanoke. More kids are being impacted in the mission of Young Life than ever. And while we celebrate the growth in all of these kids being reached, what we want to remember is where we really see God moving is in individual kids' lives. When we see leaders giving their lives away and building relationships with kids who have been changed by the gospel of Jesus and who are in turn living it out in their schools, that's what keeps us going. So keep your eyes open the next time you're at a football game. Look for the random adult who doesn't belong. Look for the upperclassmen who are befriending freshmen instead of telling them to go to the back of the student section. Look for kids who have stopped their endless pursuit of popularity and have chosen to care about the person next to them. Those are the miracles that we get to see God work through every day. And that is Young Life.